He's like, I found your pictures. I'm blown away. I love hearing those messages. Why does he have eyeballs?
This is where I get, you guys, it's an unusual amount of footprints. I don't know why here. So now I'm really starting to look, I'm not saying anything, but I'm starting to look at footprints a different way now as well. Because I have for years now, I'm like, those footprints are not from an animal, but yet they look like they are, but they're going into that cave. And so I'm starting to look, I'm not suggesting anything. Look at the footprints on this mountain. You can drive for miles and miles and not see any footprints at all of anything. And then in this area, as I approach my pyramid, it's an incredible amount of wildlife activity. And it's got me very curious. I just want to talk. So, real quick, let's just address, death threat. No idea. It wasn't like I was having a conversation with this guy. It just literally appeared. Was I afraid for my life in any way, shape, or form? Absolutely not. But let's just make this very clear, okay? I mean, I'm not trying to be tough either. In no shape or form that I think I was dealing with someone serious. Okay, we're talking about keyboard warrior here, who will never do it again. You guys, the FBI is all over this guy. It is funny. It's not funny that he has to waste the FBI's time, that they actually have things to do, and we don't know for sure. But was I scared? No. Could I handle this guy? Absolutely. Without even blinking. But like everybody said, mostly the girls were like, listen, Mark, if you don't report him and he goes and kills people down the road, it's hypothetical, of course, you're gonna feel bad. And I was like, I know, but it's still, the chances are slim. They're like, but what if he does? That's what I kept hearing not from one person, but quite a few. It was all mostly girls. And they're like, but what if he does? You didn't report it, you're gonna kick yourself. So I was like, you're absolutely right. Oh God, did they structure that up in here? You guys, these people just build this stuff right in the middle of a very important place. I'm not even kidding. I was gonna try to sneak into here today, but now we got a snowstorm starting. It's the day after Christmas. So I just wanted to talk about that really quick. So a little vlog on my way in. I got some coffee. I needed water. I was gonna buy a bunch of water, and I just didn't feel like going into the supermarket at all. Look at these two on the snow bikes. It's like the newest thing, guys, the snow bikes. It's kind of fun. So let me see if I can see my guy. Hey, look at that. That's so fun. I was zooming in. It looks like a completely different angle now. Oh my God, did they do something to the trees? The only way is to pull back over and do the same exact zoom again. But I want to kind of drive to where he was. I've seen a bunch of them since I've been here. I mean, on camera, and with my two with my eyes. He was leaning out of here somewhere. He was right in here. I think he was right there. So what I'm doing here, it's changed a little bit. See, it's amazing. I was noticing the trail marker. I think they were right in there. I can't tell for sure. I gotta wait till. It doesn't mean they're still there. You know what I mean? That's where that guy was when he stuck his head out. This is a known type to me. Oh man, I get the vibes. Look at that old trail marker. I love the old trail marker. You can see how long they've been here. I mean, it doesn't tell you how long, but it tells you that it's been a lot longer than recently. I think it's been, it's one thing, it's the one feeling I get in knowing, like in the petroglyphs in this place, which is almost, it's very similar, and you just get this, I get this crazy feeling of they're just protecting. They've been here a long time. Go try to build a house up there and see what happens. Things will happen. They're not going to allow you. First of all, our government knows this is federally designated for them. Somebody knows in our government. And I think they leave those up to, they leave those, other people in the government that know about them but don't really know what's going on. Look at all the brakes out front. This is incredible. So it's really starting to snow here, if you can't tell. I was going to kind of sneak in. This is private property. You guys, I got to go in there. I know they'll do something for me. Forgive me, because I'm using all my talking and stuff lately has been with white noise in my ear. Oh, you guys, it's so good in there. This private property. You got to see what I can see just behind. You can see things here, but behind is really good. Look at the bends, the multi-bends. I'm trying to drive zoomed a little bit. So yeah, it might be too fast for some of you, but others not. They'll just pause it and be like, see, that's where there's a tremendous amount of stuff going in here. And here's our cul-de-sac. This is where the structures were. The big one and the four-legged one, I think, were right in here somewhere. There's your brake. It's unmistakable brake. These things can't break. These brakes that are in here. These trees are so strong, I call them rubber trees. They're so strong. Should I get it out? I love that. I kind of like that it's snowing. Because what do I say? I get tons of footprints during a snowstorm. And they really wrenched on that thing. No County Road maintenance. Like, where does this road go? First, before I do that, isn't that amazing? Right here, you have a symmetrical X, you have a trident, and every single other structure all right there. There's a huge trident in the back. Look, it's a made one, you guys. I never saw it before. It's right there. Oops, I'm so sorry. It's right there. Oh, I can't wait, you guys. I can't mentally. Oh, there's a whole bunched up situation right there. Oh my God, you guys, look at that. You can't see in it. It's all structured. See, why would they do it right here? Ask yourself. Let's just look. Let's just assume everything I say here, all the pictures that we got, it's all legit, okay? Which it is, okay? Right here, on these structures, on a cul-de-sac. Now, you remember, it's a cul-de-sac nobody can get to. There's nobody here. I don't know what's beyond. I did get one car past me last time I was here. So I don't know. I gotta look. Look, there's another trident. I know they're in there right there. They gotta be right in there. You guys gotta see the structures right there. It's a giant ball. Sorry, I hit the button. It's a giant ball right there. And it's all been pushed together. But ask yourself, why here? Footprints. Don't expect, you guys, even the footprints. Some of them are logical, but others won't be, and it's still them. So you'll think you'll make up an excuse like it's a deer or it's hoofs or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's still them. It's something I've determined now after 5 years. Believe me, you gotta remember the hard things, the things that I know some people are gonna have trouble believing. I don't like to say it, but I have to. You guys in there? Look at that X. It's even got the third, the fact they did that right there. It's killing me because I can't figure out. Except that they're right here. Look at the. Guys, look at this stuff I didn't notice before. It's a teepee. It's a triangle. All part of their language. All the things I film every single day in every other video is right there. It's so quiet and peaceful right now. Tons of footprints right here. This is bent over, and there's footprints all around it. Look at the glyphs on it, you guys. I'm not joking. Look at this. Stuff, you miss. This is the third time I've been here. I was actually going to go in today. But these areas, I'm going down a private road here. So these areas that are heavily, like there's no other footprints except certain places. And they're just to and fro, going in and out, in and out. I kind of want to just go up in places like that today. But now with this snowstorm and with them, look at the pine cones, the piles of pine cones. How does that get there, guys? The same thing I film you inside of a Bigfoot world. It's almost like we're literally driving in a Bigfoot world. And then what'll happen is you'll start to see, they're different. You'll just start to see the ground is all weird. It's, remember, it's not what we think. In some situations it is. But in others it's not. It's like chopped up. It's unexplainable. There's 3 hoof footprints. There's 2 toes. There's 3 toes. There's 4 toes. Look, again, structures, all kinds of stuff going in. Structures everywhere. Yes, this is the base of the pyramid. Kind of. It's as close as I can get to it. Tons of activity. I'm telling you, you saw the four-legged guy the other day? I'll put him in here right now. There's my four-legged dude. I talk about him, so I'll probably throw him in there too. Look at him. Look at his face. He's got 4 legs. He's structured in, remember. So it looks a little funny, and there's the big guy. Amazing. Over now. It's not all what you think. That's why these hoof guys can walk everywhere. You guys look at the structures and the blinds. This is incredible. There's footprints, like even on the sides of these really steep hills, like people footprints. I like doing this in the snow. So a little bit of a vlog too. I'm going to talk a little bit. I'll talk on the way out. How about that? I also have to go down and turn around and take that same zoom again because we want to make sure that black thing, which I know isn't, but he won't be there. I know he won't be there. Look at all this stuff going on. Everything's going in here. Right to the pyramids. Give me a second. Triangle. I can't believe this. You know, thank God nobody knows, you guys. That's why I wonder whether we should keep this in public or not. Not for anybody that watches already, but for anybody new. Like, why teach the world how to destroy these guys? I think we need to be really, really careful who learns their language and how to read it. Oh, I bet you we get timestamps in the snow. What do you want to bet? What do you want to bet, you guys? There's the side of the pyramid. It's as close as I can get on the road. It's pretty dangerous up there right now. I mean, I would go in if it was sunny. I don't care about temperature, but if it's snowing and it's you know you're 20 degrees-ish, and you got a new blizzard coming in, there's already a foot of snow, and then you're walking in with 1,000 creatures into a place that's heavily guarded by them. You know, I just think I don't know if it's the best day to go in there. I really don't. And this snow, I don't think it's going to accumulate too much. But remember, when you're in the high elevation, every single drop, every flurry, it doesn't melt. It's there till spring. So anything you see here, it's going to be there for. It's kind of cold. It's Christmas. It's New Year's. It's snowing. I used to have to plow, so this brought me nothing but anxiety and stress, and money, thankfully. But oh, it's nice to be able to be in some of this and not have to worry. So so we missed the pyramid completely, but here's kind of the backside. And as you can see, there's just giant marks of. My camera keeps going off for some reason. Oh, I like this. Just don't. Look how pretty, you guys. I don't want to spend a lot of time zooming right here, but I just want to get a couple shots up. I can't believe the tracks that go into this pyramid. There's so many places that are more attractive. Like, oh, go over there if you're an animal. Why would you go straight up that mountain? They're all going straight up this crazy mountain. And so, I mean, a lot of them look like they're human footprints. Look at that, you guys. I told you when you get to the high elevations, you can see here see how much deeper it's getting. They just walk. These Bigfoots will just walk right in the middle of this stuff, right up it. They could care less, because no one's looking. See, like here, no one's looking. And then if someone like me does, it just gets filled in by the snow, and then it's not. There's no evidence. You know, it's just like, oh, it looks like a Bigfoot footprint, but it's probably just a person. You know, they know us better than we know ourselves. Give me a second. So one of the reasons. I'm doing this is not to waste your time. It's because I can't wait to come back here when there's no snow. They're out in the middle of the snow, crazily, like everywhere. You guys, I got them on video without even trying. You know what I mean? Like, it's undeniable, the footage I have. I'll show you the pictures. I'll put them in. Like. The pictures that I've gotten here from them, it's unbelievable. And I know when it's like this, they're out. This is when they love to be out. They can do whatever they want. There's no evidence. And who's going to believe the human? Look at this road. You guys, the signs down here. I think I might have found one of the coolest places I've ever found in my life. I told you, just wait till I'm able to get in here. This isn't just one day either. I mean, I'm going to have to go. I mean, I'll see what happens. Look at the footprints, you guys. Their feet. I'm going to have to see what happens on my first day, but I have a feeling that I'll be going in there quite a bit. I think I'm going to take Brandon in there. Unless Callie can get up here first, we'll see. I'm going to take, I think Brandon said he wants to go. Callie is a little bit iffy now anyway, so he cracked his ribs and he's just been kind of, I don't know, he's been kind of just fading from the subject because of, not fading really, it's just that people, it's people, you know, leaving public lands. Okay, so this is private property. How amazing must that be? Oh, I'm gonna take a look at your property. I said this to some lady. She's like, "Well, this lady said that you should leave the wood beings alone." I'm like, well, that's your problem. You're listening to people. Never, ever listen to anybody on this subject. Do your own stuff. You know, I'm vlogging. You can listen to me a little bit, whatever. But don't take too much of it to heart. But you will in time. Like certain things. Like, he said that before. He has no memory. He has no idea what he's even talking about, and that makes sense again. You know, like over time you'll learn. But like if I said anything, I'm not even talking about this video. But don't listen to people. They don't know what they're doing. Okay. I'm telling you now, don't listen to anybody in this subject. If you're listening to someone, listen to someone that finds pictures, things like that. People that's. If I had to listen to anybody, that's who I'm going to listen to. The people that know where they are, they can locate them in every single video, things like that, because that's how you learn. That's how you know who these beings are, why they're, how they hide. You see them do the same things over and over. They're always behind the same structures. So, yeah, those moral of the story is don't listen to anybody. I mean, you can listen, but try not to believe too much of anything. Like, make your own, like, believe, but not until you decided to believe it. You know what I mean? Like, with watching enough videos or enough things were said, or, you're doing your own research, basically. So believe yourself. I don't know if that makes sense. But believe what you've kind of, if you've been doing this for a while, you've been watching videos and stuff, just believe what your gut tells you. Don't listen to what Madam, whatever her name is, says, okay? Because Madam doesn't know nothing, I promise. Okay, even if there really is Madams that can talk to these guys, she still knows nothing, okay? These guys, one thing I've learned with the telepathy, they give you nothing. They're not going to give you any secrets. They're not going to jeopardize their children. They're not going to do anything. So don't make these things up. There's lots of them. Here's the deal. There's some that don't want you around. They'd rather just not deal with you, and there's some that absolutely love it. They love it. It makes their whole day when you're there, especially because it's the only time in the world they've ever been able to deal with that. They see people and stuff, but they don't ever. It's very rare where they're seeing. It's the rarest thing in the world if they're dealing with me, basically, especially me, because I know so much about them that a regular human wouldn't know. So they find that fascinating. You think they're just going to throw that guy out the window? No, they want to see what my deal is. Just like in any situation, even if it is just for security for them or whatever the reasons are. Of course they're interested. Of course they want me in there, you guys. I've been in this situation hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. Maybe 1,000 different times, without exaggerating. And these guys love when I'm around. They love when I'm with them. I've only been in like one place where I felt like the guy was like, "Listen, man, I'm not with those other ones that are nice to you. Get out of here." I hide from those guys myself. And I think I was wrong then. I make those things up. That's why I say don't listen to people. Just don't. Let me turn this on at the structures. I got to show you this. Okay, so as I come out of this private road, you can see the fence. Look at the leaner on the fence. And then this thing back here, this ball back here is crazy. How they did the structures. Why aren't they doing structures anywhere else? Why is it just right there? On this cul-de-sac. Now look, Wiener, Trident. There's a huge made Trident from years ago, right way back there. It's unmistakably just a beautiful, huge Trident. I don't know if you can see it. Another one right there, and then this. Look at the stuff coming out of the bottom, like structures and stuff. Like there's a blind, like a made blind, all kinds of footprints going right into it. Remember, I always thought until recently, like, oh, they're not there. There's the X. I said it when I first found this X. Like, I don't see anything. Da, da, da. And there they are, right on the X. So they can do things out of our thinking. They don't have to make footprints. Look at that X. Look at the triangle. Okay, these are all made. A third on the X, and there's actually another X inside the big X. Blinds and structures. When I saw that, I couldn't believe it. I'm just doing this just to kind of get an idea. This one guy was so amazing to see. And then I get the glyphs. Let's see how it's hung up upside down. Look. This is just stuff that's for them. That's internal. This stuff right here. Where am I? Right there. That's exciting. And then I'm gonna go back up. Let me go down. Let me film here actually, because this is where the big boys were. These big guys came right from the pyramid. Of course, they're not the big giant one and the four-legged one are not. On the other side, they're coming from the pyramid. This guy's not around. You can tell by footprints. It's amazing. These people have no idea where they live. Isn't that the crazy part? It's kind of like, that's what I want. I don't want the world to know, but I kind of wouldn't mind the people that live with them to understand them. Because they could have this amazing situation and it would make it much better for these guys. Because then they could they could be a little bit more free if they completely trusted their homeowner. But that's the problem. That's the one thing I do know. You can listen to me on this one. They look at all the footprints, you guys, up there. I missed it. That whole field is just out of control. Is that they know they can't trust humans. It's the one thing I know for sure. And if you ask me how, I can just tell you it's one of the things they give me. Like, they just know. Even if they trusted a human, like that human's completely legit, it's something we don't even think about. The human's completely legit today. They don't know that human could betray them 20 years later. It's the one thing about humans, guys. It's kind of like, I'll make an analogy up right now, it's kind of like getting married. You swear that, there's a guy walking his dog. That you're going to be with that woman forever, and there's nothing you could that would change that day. Okay. And she was nice. I got his face coming right out of the ground there. I got to turn around, but let me talk about this for a second. Is that we betray. We're all guilty of it, and it'll never change. There's a few people, but very few. So, you're getting married, and to you, that guy or that girl, you swear, no, this is it. We'll never change. We love each other. 2 years later, you could literally hire a hitman to kill that person, and all those feelings and all those thoughts are completely out the window. It's the same thing with you. You could be here, and let's use me as an example. I could be here with the best intentions. I'm here, and I'm here as their guardian human. I will die right this second. In 2 seconds. That's why are you death threatening me? Go death threat someone that cares if they're dead. You're not scaring me at all. I mean, first of all, I know I'll win. Secondly, if you did, you're doing me a favor. So what? I don't know. You might as well just go death threat someone else, and we'll get to the death threats in a second. We can't be trusted, you guys. That you have to look at things that way. You always think of yourself in the now. You got to think of yourself in the future, what might happen, things like that. There's a major something going on right here. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, I have, but not when I see this. I don't see them, and I'm seeing them everywhere, which is amazing to me. How did I get that? Dude, yeah, you guys, they changed. He's like, I found your pictures. I'm blown away. I love hearing those messages. Why does he have eyeballs? Seriously, why does that guy have eyeballs? It seems like he does. What is that? A little different. I gotta look at the footage. It's not there anymore. I think it was right there. To know I'm zooming in the right place, like I always think I'm gonna know exactly. That's gotta be it, because I remember doing this, like leaning right past this, right, and I was right there. And now the trees look different to me. So we got to see if those trees are different. But he is definitely not there. That was easy to see him. He was leaning right out because I initially zoomed in because there was like some kind of a break or like a leaner there, like a bend or something. Now I'm already seeing a difference in this tree, which I just covered. We saw their faces like right here. It's crazy. Like there was like some dude like coming like out of the ground. That's so blatant. It's like a teepee. It's like a teepee right there. The second I pulled up, I don't know if you heard it, because I was recording, birds. Yep. I guess that robin that was here, Gail said there's like winter robins. I didn't realize that. I never knew that. I always thought robins, especially in Jersey, like you would never see a robin until the spring in Jersey. So maybe we have winter ones here. I don't know. I didn't look it up. But there's birds right here. They just made all kinds of noises. This video could become exciting if we find something, but otherwise it's just kind of like a re-look at things. Like I said, I came here to go into these mountains. I'm actually gonna sneak in there one of these days. Pretty soon. We've been so lucky with snow. Let's see if we can't get a windshield zoom. Let's find out where this guy. He's not there, guys. There's no doubt about it. This guy is gone. Yes, that's what I wanted. He's so blatantly gone. Hold on. Yeah, he's gone. That's not what it was either. It was distinctly black, even though I see the symmetrical X's there. He was blatantly leaning out, you guys. You know how I know for sure? I didn't have to retest for myself, but I just wanted to show you guys like that he's not there anymore, because I know them. I know that one. I've only seen him once before. It was one of the first times I've ever been involved with this at Bigfoot Universe, and he was in, it's all on video. You guys have seen it. It's the same one, and I've never seen that before. Hey, you want to see something cool I saw in the video earlier too? Not earlier, but when I first was here, was this stick. So all of this has been done by them, right? They pushed one uphill and they pushed one across. It was a split. It was a V tree. One came across the road and one went straight up the hill. And it's an amazing thing that there's teepees nearby, and then I saw this. That was just too crazily blatant right there. Look at that stick. It's crazy. That's crazy, man. It's just crazy. So let's vlog a little bit. All right. Well, let's get one zoom. Let's do a zoom up, and this house can see me right there. They must be like, what is this guy doing all the time? Let's see if we can see if they're stalking me. What a view that house has. See, I used to think like, wow, if I could get a house like that, I could set up a camera in the window, but believe me, they'll know. That's the trick to this. You can't fool them because there's ones right here. They're somehow, I can't explain it yet. I'm working on it, but they're right here, somehow, right there. This is just all of their place. I've never seen, you guys. I go through places like this all the time, and they're never as blatant as this place. There's a picture I just don't talk about enough. Look at that, you guys. I don't know why I always forget to. It's one of the best pictures I've ever taken. It's amazing. Look at it picking up the white face. Yeah, it's getting him right there. It's not picking up the green guy. It's picking up the white dude. That's funny. I'm probably my most viewed picture, which is at about 50,000 now. Oh, and I'm sorry. It only reached 50,000. Only 14,000 people in the whole world have seen it. You know what I mean? That's why this subject will never go anywhere, because all of my stuff is censored. Look, why would you not want to see one of the best pictures of Bigfoot in the entire world? Because you can't. It won't. They won't let it go out. You know, that's nothing. 14,000 people is the same as 0. There is no difference from when you do the math to the world. It's the same thing as 0, as far as people knowing. So this is the guy. I go real quick. I go out and look how dark it is, guys. I mean, it's so blatant. It's crazy. Okay, don't let this mistake you. He's not coming up this way. He's actually coming out. And the only time, this is the interesting point. The only time I've ever seen these guys, they do the exact same thing. They always come out at an angle. I don't understand it. They always come out sideways. It's some kind of trick they learn. There was also more. Everyone's like, Mark, you know there's more. I'm like, I know, you guys. I know, okay? I can't show them. I show what everyone's going to be able to see. And then the tough stuff, that's for you guys to find. That's part of the fun, is being able to go out and find them. You know, I'm going to show you the obvious, and then I don't like to get into the stuff that's tougher, because I don't know how to describe them. The people that don't understand the subject, if I say regular people get offended. That they don't want to be a regular person. They think that everyone thinks they're special. It's amazing. I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm not What do you mean I'm regular? Everybody puts themselves above everyone else. Not everybody, but a lot of people. There's my 4-legged dude. I talk about him, so I'll probably throw him in there too. Look at him. Look at his face. He's got 4 legs. He's structured in, remember. So it looks a little funny, and there's the big guy. Amazing. Over now. Alls I know, you guys, I'm going to say this again, because I get it. It's such an overwhelming... I think it's from them. Like, man, you really get... Wait till you come in here in the summer. They want me to come in there. Believe me, they want me to. It's not a matter of your opinion. Like, you got to remember that. Like, oh no, they don't, Mark. You're just bothering them. That's an opinion. Remember that, okay? I know for a fact I'm the one standing right next to him when he's in the bushes, and he's giving me these crazy happy feelings. Okay, I know. Believe me, they want me. They don't. What they didn't want is me zooming. So what I'm doing there, and I'm zooming up on the hill, that's what they don't want. They don't want me filming them. They want me to film their stuff. They want me to film their rocks. They want me to film the faces they built. They want me to give you an education on them. There's something about their faces, and there always will be, as far as you seeing them and you filming them. It's just part of the gig. I don't know what it is. It's not so, because it's going to be proof if you see their faces. That's what I want to emphasize. It's just simply a face thing between us and humans. Yeah, they just don't want to. They just don't like their faces being seen. I can't explain it any more than that. And like I said, it's not about evidence. It's not about you can prove it. It's something else. Over now.